Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Azhar Ali, Assistant Professor, Electrical Engineering Department, Sarhad University, Peshawar, and you welcome back to this study. Today we are going to learn about adjoint and multiplicative inverse of a square matrix. And this is the second lecture for 6th week for the course General Mathematics and Statistics. Now, what is adjoint of a matrix? Suppose we have a square matrix A of order n, then the n by n matrix adjoint of A called the adjoint of matrix A, and it is given by A11, A12 and so on A1n, so A21, A22 and so on A2n up to AN1, AN2 up to ANn. So this matrix is the cofactor matrix of matrix A. First of all, find the cofactors of matrix A, and then taking the transpose of the cofactor of matrix A, we get the adjoint of the matrix A. These are the cofactor. This is the cofactor matrix of matrix A. And now taking the transpose of this matrix, write this first row in the position of first column and shift this first row to the second column. Similarly, shift all rows to the column position. This will be the transpose of this matrix, and this is the adjoint matrix for matrix A. Now, what is multiplicative inverse of a square matrix? Let A is n by n square matrix, then A is called invertible or also called non-singular matrix. If there exists an n by n another square matrix B such that AB is equal to BA is equal to identity matrix of the same order n, then matrix B called inverse matrix of A. So if inverse of matrix A denoted by A power minus 1, this is the inverse symbol for matrix A, and A inverse is equal to A inverse into A will be equal to the identity matrix of the order n. So any matrix A will be the inverse of matrix A. If we multiply the inverse matrix and the original matrix A, then we get in the result the identity matrix of the same order of matrix A. Matrix A is said to be invertible if A inverse exists. Non-square matrices do not have inverses. So we can find the inverse of a square matrix, and not all square matrices have inverses. Not all square matrices have inverses. So a square matrix which has an inverse is called invertible or non-singular. Now, the method for finding inverse of a square matrix. There are usually two methods to find the inverse of a square matrix. One method is Cramer method, and other method is Gauss method. Now, let's discuss the Cramer method. By Cramer method, we can find the inverse of the matrix A by this formula: adjoint matrix of matrix A divided by determinant of matrix A. Now, this is the procedure for the inverse of matrix A. First of all, since you have a square matrix A, then first of all find the determinant of the matrix A. If the determinant of matrix A not equal to 0, then further find the cofactor and then adjoint and then inverse of the matrix A. But if the determinant of the matrix A is 0, then the matrix will be singular matrix. We cannot find the inverse of the matrix. So first of all find the determinant of matrix A, and then find the cofactor matrix of A, and after this find the adjoint matrix of A, and then using this formula we can find the inverse of the matrix. Now let's move on an example. Suppose this is a 3 by 3 matrix A. To find the inverse of this matrix, first of all find the determinant of this matrix. So by using cofactor expansion along R1, the determinant of this matrix will be the along R1. This is the cofactor of the first entry A11, and this is the cofactor of the second element A12, and this is the cofactor of the third entry of the matrix A13. So the first cofactor have positive result, and the other will be negative, and the last third one will be positive. So write 2 here and then delete this first row and first column. We have a minor matrix 4 minus 2 and minus 3 5. Now the second entry of the first row is 0. Now delete this first row and second column. We have the minor matrix minus 1 minus 2 and 1 5. Now write the third entry of the first row is 3. So delete this first row and third column. We have the minor matrix minus 1 4 and 1 3. Now find these three minor matrix determinant. So the determinant of this minor matrix will be 4 5 20, and now multiply these two entry. Minus 2 and minus 3 will be 6, and the determinant will be 20 minus 6. So now multiply these entry and then again multiplied with 0, we get 0. Now plus 3 and multiply these two entry, this is equal to 3, and 4 on the 4 minus 4. So after simplification we get the determinant of this matrix is 25, which is not equal to 0. So this matrix is a non-singular. So we can find now the inverse of this matrix. So for the inverse of this matrix we have to find first the minor matrices, and this minor matrix help us to find the cofactor matrix of the matrix A. So to find the minor matrices for the cofactors, the minor matrix is the Mij matrix having the order n minus 1 by n minus 1. This is the sub matrix of A by deleting this I row in J column of matrix A. So to find M11, this is the minor matrix M11. M11 mean delete first row and first column. We have the minor matrix 4 minus 2 and minus 3 5. Now find the minor matrix A12. A12 mean delete first row and second column. We have the minor matrix minus 1 minus 2 and 1 5. Now find the minor matrix A13. A13 mean delete first row and third column. We get the minor matrix minus 1 and 4. Now find the minor matrices along R2. So M21 mean delete second row and first column. We have the minor matrix 0 3 and minus 3 5. Now find the minor matrix M22. M22 mean delete second row and second column. The minor matrix M22 contain the elements 2 3 and 1 5. Now the minor matrix A23 mean delete second row and third column. Then the minor matrix contain the element 2 0 and 1 minus 3. Now along R3 to find the minor matrices. M31 mean delete third row and first column. We have the minor matrix which contain the entries 0 3 and 4 minus 2. Now M32 mean delete third row and second column. The minor matrix contain the entries 2 3 and minus 1 minus 2. Now the last minor matrix M33 mean delete third row and third column. The minor matrix M33 contain the entries 2 0 and minus 1 4. So these are the minor matrix along R1. These are the minor matrix along R2, and these are the matrices with respect to R3. Now to find the cofactors of the entries of the matrix A. Aij mean this is the cofactor of the elements Aij of the matrix A, which can be found by using this formula -1 I plus j in determinant of Mij. So A11 mean -1 1 plus 1 and determinant of M11. So using this expression we get only plus or minus. So -1 power 1 plus 1 we get positive result, positive 1, and the determinant of M11, this is M11. So find the determinant of this. 4 5 the 20 and -2 and -3 multiplied 6, so 20 minus 6. So the determinant of M11 will be 4 multiplied 5 minus -2 multiplied -3. So after simplification, cofactor A11 is equal to 14. Similarly, the cofactor A12 mean -1 I 1 plus 2 and determinant of M12. This is the determinant of M12. -1 multiplied 5 minus -2 multiplied 1. This is M12. -1 multiplied 5 and 1 multiplied -2. So the determinant of M12 is equal to -1 multiplied 5 minus -2 multiplied 1, and after simplification the cofactor A12 is equal to 3. Now similarly find the cofactor A13. A13 mean -1 power 1 plus 3 and the determinant of M13. So -1 power 1 plus 3 mean positive, and the determinant of this minor matrix A13 will be -1 multiplied -3 minus 4 multiplied 1, which is equal to -1. And the cofactor, now cofactor along R2. These three are the cofactor along R1. Now cofactor along R2 will be A21, A22 and A23. A21 mean -1 power 2 plus 1 determinant of M21. So find the determinant of M21 from the previous slide. Matrix M21. This is the M21 matrix. Multiply these two entry and multiply these two entry and then subtract result of these entries and result of these entries. So 500 and -9. 0 minus -9. So this is 0 and -9. This is a +9, but this symbol gives us a minus symbol, so again we get -9. Similarly, find the cofactor A22, A23, and these three cofactors along R3. So there are 9 cofactors, these 3 along R1, these 3 along R2, and these 3 along R3. So now using these 9 cofactors of the matrix A, these are the cofactors of the matrix A, and this is the cofactor matrix of matrix A. These are the cofactors A11, A12 up to A1, and these are the cofactors general for the general matrix n by n matrix, general order n by n matrix. These are the cofactors. But since we have our 3 cross 3 matrix, so the 3 cross 3 for the 3 cross 3 matrix A, these are the cofactors. These are the 9 cofactors. A11 14 and A21 is equal to 3. So after taking the transpose of these cofactor, initially these cofactor lies before the transpose. These cofactor lies in the row position, but when we apply the transpose, then these cofactors shift in the column position. So these 3 cofactors along R1, A11, A12 and A13 now in the column position after taking the transpose, and these 3 cofactors A21, A22 and A23 and in the second column position, and last 3 cofactors along R3, A31, A32, A33 will be in the third column. So this is the cofactor matrix of matrix A. This is the cofactor matrix of matrix A, and taking the transpose
after taking the transpose of the cofactor matrix of matrix A, we get the adjoint matrix. Now this is the adjoint matrix of matrix A. Now using formula for the inverse of matrix A, this is the adjoint matrix of matrix A and this is the determinant of matrix A. Whenever determinant into adjoint matrix of A, and now this is the inverse matrix for matrix A, and if we multiplied 1/25 to this matrix, then this will be the simplest form of the inverse matrix of matrix A. Now another example, suppose we have a 3 by 3 matrix contain the elements 1 2 3 0 4 5 and 1 0 5. Dear students, first of all find the determinant of this matrix, and this is home task for you to verify the determinant of this matrix is 22. Using cofactor expansion along any row or along any column, you will get the determinant of this matrix, which is 22. Just you should verify this result that the determinant of this matrix is 22. First of all find the determinant of this matrix and then find the cofactors for this matrix. Now the cofactor matrix of matrix A is this. Now taking the transpose of this cofactor matrix, you will get the adjoint of the matrix. First of all find the cofactors and then find the cofactor matrix. Put that cofactor entries in the matrix, you will get the cofactor matrix, and then taking the transpose of the cofactor matrix, you will get the adjoint matrix for given matrix A. So this is the cofactor matrix of matrix A, and now taking the transpose means shift this row to the column position, and now shift this second row to the second column position and this third row to the third column position, you will get the adjoint of the matrix A. So this is the adjoint of the matrix A and this is the determinant of matrix A. But first of all find the determinant of the matrix A to check whether the matrix is singular or not singular. If the determinant is 0, then there is no need to find the cofactor of the matrix A. If determinant is 0, then the matrix have no inverse. So first of all find the determinant of the matrix A and then find the cofactor matrix and then take the transpose of the cofactor matrix, you will get the adjoint of the matrix A. And now using the formula inverse of the matrix A, 1 over determinant and adjoint of the matrix A. So this is the determinant and this is the adjoint matrix of matrix A. Now multiply this adjoint matrix to 1 over 22, we get this is the inverse matrix for given matrix A. Dear students, there is a shortcut method for the inverse of 2 by 2 square matrix. Suppose we have a matrix of order 2 having 2 row and 2 column, then the inverse of this matrix can be easily found by this procedure. To find the determinant, multiply these two entry and then multiply these two entry. This is the determinant of the 2 by 2 matrix, and for the adjoint change the position of these two entries and change the sign of these two entries, we get easily the adjoint of the matrix having order 2. Suppose this is a matrix of order 2 row and 2 column, then we can find easily the inverse of this matrix. First of all find the determinant by this formula, multiply these two entry and then multiply these two entry. 4 1 the 4 minus 6, 2 3 the 6, 4 minus 6 is equal to minus 2. This is the determinant, minus 2 is the determinant, and the adjoint of the matrix is change the position of these two entry and change the sign of these two entry. This is the adjoint of the matrix. Now inverse of the matrix is 1 over determinant of the matrix and adjoint of the matrix. Now multiplied minus 1 or 2 to this matrix, we can find easily the adjoint, the inverse of the matrix, which is equal to minus 2. Multiplied minus 2 to 4, we get minus 2. Multiplied minus 1 over 2 to minus 2, we get 1. And multiplied minus 1 over 2 to minus 3, 3 by 2. And multiplied minus 1 over 2 to 1, we get minus 1 over 2. So the inverse of a matrix having 2 row and 2 column can be easily found by this procedure. To first of all find the determinant, For the determinant, multiplied these two entry and then multiplied these two entry, AD minus BC. This is will be the determinant. And for the adjoint, this 2 by 2 matrix, change the position of these entries and change the sign of these two entry. We can find easily the adjoint of the matrix. And this is the end of this segment. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.